Hello and good morning if you're living here in the West. It is the Rat Man coming to you from the poor side of town. And today I wake up to MSNBC. Well, actually I woke up to CNBC, ironically enough. I don't know how that happened. But hold on. I got my coffee here. Gotta shake off the cobwebs a little bit. Anyways, I wake up to find that the Partisan Witch Hunt is well on its way. I didn't have enough time to prepare clips for you on it. But, especially since this particular gem was just said a few minutes ago. John Boehner came out and simply said, it doesn't matter, or we're not saying, or I don't remember what his exact phrase was, but, I believe he said it's not who's going to resign, but who's going to jail. And I want to say something. And I'm sure you probably heard me say this before. But why is it? Well, I'm pretty sure I can answer that question myself. Why is it that all of a sudden Republicans are so concerned with scandals? Here's why. Because there's a black man who's a Democrat in the White House, plain and simple. And I know what you're thinking, especially if you're a Republican and you listen to this and want something to get outraged. I'm pretty sure I can just I can even, say to you, this is what I think you're thinking. I may be wrong, but in my opinion, this is what I believe it's going on through your head if you're a Republican and listening to this. Oh, the new Democrats are always like that. You went after Bush, and you try to impeach him, and blah, 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 and everything. Here's the thing. So a lot of people on TV and online have pointed out there were 13, pretty much you could say equivalents to Benghazi. 13 under Bush. Not to mention everything else that has happened under Bush. What would those same people say to me? Oh, you can't, how dare you? The president is trying to keep us safe, and you're going after him for all these embassies being attacked. How, partisan witch hunt. Oh my God, partisan witch hunt. You people are all hypocritical. You people are just crybabies. As I've said before, this is just sour grapes from the presidential election. Again, because I think I need to mention it every single show. I'm not gonna kiss Obama's ass. The whole thing with the IRS is understandable, even though this has all been preceded by Bush. And again, I know that people are thinking, well, that's in the past. How dare you bring up stuff in the past? Bush is not here, like O'Reilly would say. Bush is not here, Obama is. Why is it that, and this is the typical right-wing double standard when it comes to things like this. How many times after 9/11 did Bush blame Clinton for not leaving him enough information? When Clinton left, what's his face? Richard Clark. When Clinton left a lot of information. When there was a memorandum on Bush's desk saying Bin Laden posed to strike the U.S. and we can't blame Bush. Yet you can blame every single incident towards this president. I mean, they want to hang on to every single bit that might look like scandal and just beat the opposition with it. One moment, please. Anything that might have a tone of impropriety, it's Obama's fault. Hell, they try to pin the fucking economy on Obama. Even though it was Bush policies and Bush's stupid fucking tax cut. And yes, I am pissed about this. Not because I love Obama, but I hate the hypocritical double effing standards of the grand old bunch of pricks. I'm sorry this is not informed, not like this show is informed anyways, for the most part. This is just bile. I wake up, I'm cranky, I'm drinking my coffee, I'm trying to wake up. But, a lot of this is just going to be bile because, honestly, it's just angers me to no end. This is what happens when you've got just one more choice than Mother Russia. And do you think that they're going to chase Obama with this, with the IRS scandal, with, what's the third thing? There's also something else going on they're chasing him with. They're going to try to chase him and beat him with this and other scandals. so that he won't be able to do diddly dick, just like when they, were crying, "Whack the dog, no war for Monica." Clinton lied under oath. At least you can say Clinton at least went under oath. What was the last time you saw Cheney or Bush go under oath to testify for the war crimes that were committed through their administration? Oh, but everybody forgets that, don't they? All of a sudden, it's very convenient to ignore Bush. When it's convenient for them, all of a sudden, oh, Bush, Bush, what are you talking about, Bush? Stop bringing up the past. Who cares? Attack, attack, attack. Clinton, Clinton, Clinton. And this is not just a partisan witch hunt after, Obama. And I gotta tell you, if Obama doesn't fight back more than he's doing, he deserves everything he gets. I know that's kind of a contradiction, but, it's pretty much, it's one of those things where, you can't help it, but just scream at the TV, say something. I know yesterday he went in front of the TVs and in front of the press and said a few things, but just and I want to ask him this. It's something that Cenk Uygur asked the Young Turks. How's that not prosecuting the other side working out for you? You could have prosecuted Cheney, Rumsfeld, Ashcroft, Bush. Rice. But what happens instead? You give this son of a bitch a library. A library. Are you serious? A freaking library. Well, I'm not going to go and explain before what I've explained. I'm not going to explain now what I explained before. Out of why I think that Obama's just rolling over onto his back and letting them kick him repeatedly. I'm not going to go over that because, honestly, it's not worth it. It's not worth just going over it, just, rehashing the same crap. We know why. Obama wants to fit in. They didn't let him into their club before, so he wants to fit in. So that's why he's not fighting back. At least as hard as he should. And this is why, he's going to get kicked in the keister again and again until he leaves. And then we'll see if they're going to trust Democrats again to run anything in about a year, and then 2 years after that. Frankly, I think the American people are tired of both parties, and I don't blame them. I'm tired of both parties too. I was tired of both parties a long time ago. But it's one of those things where, you're stuck. You got a vote. Or maybe you don't. I voted in this election. Believe it or not, I voted in this election the first time. The 2012 election, the first time. Because, I was naively hoping, I guess, that with a second term, Obama would actually do something, knowing that he doesn't have to kowtow to Republicans. But I was wrong. I was wrong. Second thing I want to talk about is something that I actually found hilarious. Something that I actually made a video on my YouTube page on. Something that it has just exploded in many ways. It was the Facebook page of what's her face? Amy's Baking Company. At least yesterday. I mean, if you missed it, I feel bad for you because you missed a good meltdown. That's like one of the best meltdowns ever. And what was it about? If you're living under a rock, I'll explain to you. Basically, what it was about this company in Scottsdale, Arizona, this restaurant called Amy's Baking Company. Now, they tout themselves as a restaurant / bakery / bistro. And recently they had kitchen nightmares, Gordon Ramsay's show. They had Gordon Ramsay in their restaurant to help them out because they were saying that there was a lot of online bullying against them in their restaurant, and there were critics that were just writing mean comments and reviews on Yelp and Reddit, and not Reddit, at least not yet, anyways, but on Yelp and oh my God, they try to keep their business good and their back stocked and good and everything, which was true. Their back was clean and stocked, and their business, at least for the most part, seemed clean. However, within the first 10 minutes of the show, it was at least the actual reason for the restaurant's failure was displayed within the first 10 minutes of the show. The reason these people were having such a hard time with customers in the restaurant was because they treated their customers like crap. You have to see this for yourself. You have to go to YouTube and first go to YouTube and type my rant, which was Amy's Baking Company rant. I think that's what I called it. Second, look up the actual episode of Kitchen Nightmares. Is online. I believe it's season 6, episode 16, I think. I'm not completely sure. They actually, in their restaurant, I saw them fighting customers over food, and it was especially clear with the woman that whose restaurant, whose name the restaurant was named after, who every time somebody told her that they didn't like a dish of hers, she threw a hissy fit. Literally, she threw a hissy fit. And then eventually, she threw several fits. The husband threw several more fits, and they ended up trying to call the Scottsdale police after this guy because he refused to pay because his food was crap. And this was all before Gordon Ramsay arrived, mind you. Okay? This was during the pre-taping of the show. And this couple managed to piss off several customers in that just pre-Ramsay part. Okay? Then Gordon Ramsay came, and they were all nice and lovey-dovey towards him, and they started getting him food. And when the subject of tips came up, the waitress told Gordon that she didn't get the tips. The owners get the tips. The excuse that the owner used basically was because he did a lot of hard work and he deserved the tips that the waitresses are supposed to get, even though he is the owner of the restaurant, okay? The owner. Don't get me wrong, it's a free society. He can do pretty much whatever he wants, as long as it's not breaking the law. The point is that, and if I'm not mistaken, a lot of people have brought this up, it seems like he's breaking some laws if he doesn't report that he takes the tips in his tax forms. And in general, taking the tips off the waitresses might be illegal. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a lawmaker. But this jerk pretty much stole the tips off the waitresses. They did the hard work. He took the tips. And they treated their staff like crap. Like complete crap. Okay? And it's funny because I'm running out of time, but I wanted to get to actually some of their comments, and mainly the reason why they were the gift that keeps on giving. Excuse me. They were the gift that keeps on giving online. And here's the reason why they were the gift that kept on giving. Okay? I'm going to read you several of the comments. Excuse me. Several of the comments that were posted on their Facebook page. I hope I can read all of this before my time is up. But I shouldn't be wasting time. I should start, shouldn't I? Just make sure I know how much time I have left. Okay. This is one of the comments, okay, that I saved that I put on my rant. I am not stupid. All of you are. You just do not know good food. It is uncommon to resell. It is not uncommon to resell things. Walmart does not make their electronics or toys, so lay off. One intelligent person commented, but Walmart does not claim to make their toys and then sell them. She claims to make the baked goods and sell them when she's getting them from somewhere else or ripping them off from other people. So, here's another one. We do not need this, you stupid people. America is about wrestling. I think she meant reselling, but anyways. It is not a big deal. The cakes we offer are expensive because we have to repackage and ship. Do not blame us because you cannot afford quality. The Yelpers and other Reddits need to back off. You're not right just because it's on TV show. Here's another one. We're not freaking out. We do not care about a witch hunt. I am not a witch. I am a God's child. Piss off, all of you. Fuck Reddits. Fuck Yelp. And fuck all of you. Bring it. We will fight back. Here's another one. To all Yelpers and Reddits, bring it on. You're just pussies. Come to Arizona. You're weaker than my wife and weaker than me. Come to my business. Say it to my face, man to man. My wife is a jewel in the desert. You're just trash. Reddits and Yelpers just working together to bring us down. Pathetic. This is Sammy. I am keeping note of all names here. We will be pursuing action against you legally and against Reddit and Yelp. And for this plot you have come together on. You're all just punks. You don't know us. We will thrive. We will overcome. We are starting our family, and we will teach our child exactly what God wants in their path. We will teach them how to fight against oppressors like you people. We will start a generation of truthfulness, and we will fight to bring places like Yelp and Reddit and the horrible people like Gordon to the light. I am Wonder Woman. I am a great chef, a great wife, and a great mom to my kids. And we will be parents to a human kid. One day, too. We will show all of you. And then here's the last one to conclude. Yeah, so what if we buy our baked goods? You can all just suck it. You are just jealous. I recommend that you Google Amy's Baking Company's Facebook comments. See if you can find more, because they're just funny gems. Oh my God, they're so freaking hilarious. They were just great. And then the comments that people left, the trolling comments, were even funnier. I usually don't side with the trolls on this, on these kind of things, but it was just freaking wonderful. They're the gift that keeps on giving. I hope. The last thing that they said on their, to conclude, the last thing they said on their Facebook page was that their page was hacked. And they're getting the police and the cyber police or something after that. I don't freaking know. But anyways, this has been the Rat Man. And I will see you later. Peace out.